Yeah. So basically, I went to this protest or rally thing downtown recently, and it turned incredibly violent and racist and deadly. It made me just think about all the crazy shit that's going on in the world today, and all the violence and racism, and everything burning, and the city being on fire. So it made me want to write the song to get off my chest. I felt everything. So anyway, the song's called "Writing on the Door." You know there's never much time to control the heat. The people out back shiver when they speak. Give all the stories from the past night into the street. You see me walking away, cause I feel you wanna hunt me down. You wanna put me up to your latest misery. Scramble your thoughts across the city walls, while the world outside can't wait to disagree. And you can say what you want, man, write it on my door. I'm drunk on your idea, wrapped up in your war. Say what you want, man, write it on my door. There's so much distortion, why you keeping score? They say what they want and then write it on my door. Put me down for your problem, rob me to the core. Say what you want, man, write it on my door. There's so much potential squandered on the floor. The rejected class of history's time. Sorry guys.
Yes, baby, come on.
Sorry, something's taking over my body. Something's taking over my body. Something's taking over my body. Feels like something's taking over my
Taking his body is quite the superior life form. Me, a superior life form who can no longer bear those
foul harmonies expelling from his neck. From atop my perch, inside my home dimension, medium city, I've been sealing my ears with my fingers, as if the savage sandwinds of Sahara have been smiting them. And I said unto myself,
oh dearest spokesmaestro, must this audience
be subject to such
rudimentary verses? Is it not your
deepest duty to spare the audience from such refuse? I had to leave down. And so, it was simply I, the spokesmaestro,
the most venerated
and celebrated spirit to spring forth from Medium City, simply appropriated that singing creature's physical form and, ever most gently, replaced his spirit into a pocket dimension between the outskirts of your dimension
and Medium City.
But perhaps for now, let us find just a small moment of a little bit of quiet. That wretched sounding singer had one salient notion. Your cities, indeed, burn. I have been gazing upon your dimension for some time. For far too long you have felt as if the vines of the jungle have been penetrating and weaving throughout your land. And now lightning has struck the highest jungle tree. The breeze is growing with you and your beloved ones, shivering frightfully before the swiftly encroaching flames. You shut your eyes and with silence utter, why? Might you have ever felt as mouse toyed with in a tiger's paw, or on the bottom end of a string, for a puppeteer to withdraw? You return through violent cycles, you revolve within like a wheel. Each new day brings more blood on the road, each night no cause revealed. Oh, but once you were magnificent, ruled the roost in bygone times. In that era, you were upright, kings of justice, peace, pride. You'd raise a city up so high, build more and more to decorate the sky. One human race, you began the ride onward for the gallop of mankind. But soon enough, humanity had a collar around its neck when an unknown force possessed you with violent visions while you slept. It was an age you first were gripped by the hand of an ancient god, the overseer of Medium City. Do you know the name of Shah's? S H O Z S H O Z S H O Z S H O Z Shah's. Yes, the name of Shah's is not one which many of you may know just yet. But in those early centuries of human history, just as you crawled out from the caves and had awakened from the half-slumber of a dim-eyed, corroding ape existence, and began hammering together little cities of your own, did this unknown deity named Shaz first step into your world. And one night, he descended upon your ancient cities, passed from home to sleeping home, and began torturing your soft minds with this one dark dream. You were standing on a burning roof, choking on the ash, your children yelling down below, "Come save us, we are trapped!" The folk from nearby cities were circling your home, brandishing torches and casting heavy stones, chanting, "We will drag you off, then your family after you. There are many more of us than there is of you." Then they broke down your door, dragged your children by the feet to a pit in the middle of town, then set fire to the heap. The crowd threw more bodies in, grandchildren and your future kin be unborn. Your descendants lost in the fire and in the wind, and then the mob howled while beating on their chest. Your land is now our land, your home is now our nest. Upon waking from this dream, mankind's blood pumped with fear swore to torch the nearby town while taking up a spear. And as you burned your neighbors' cities alongside a violent mob, unknowingly you chanted the name of your new god. S-H-O-Z. 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 Shaz. And oh, if only one with the ability and cunning to rival Shaz's own power would take pity upon you, and thus carve time from his most distinguished duties within Medium City to gracefully deliver you out from the cyclone of hatred, ignorance, and war Shaz had imprisoned you within. Yes? What? Whoever might that have been? Well, as it happens, I wonder. I'm not sure. 10 millennia ago, I cared little for your globe. I dwelt in Medium City, a dimension near your own. The Medium City chorus. The choir I had steered had been disrupted in rehearsal when a cry had struck my ear. Oh, much it did disturb me, the wailing of the sound. So down from my dimension, I set foot upon your ground, and as I followed that distant cry, I soon saw cities being burned, and I saw men being butchered in the dirt. I saw families dragged out of their homes. I saw men beating children's heads with stones. Soon I came upon one house made of straws, being ravaged by marauders who yelled the name of Shaz. Knowing dark madness accompanies that name, I sought to divert the men before they set the house aflame. Good men, I cried, they turned their heads. I appeared right by their sides, and before they could react, I slipped inside one of their minds.
Medium City Extractor Legion, don't move! Everyone, listen up. This man is a highly dangerous criminal from the Medium City dimension. Step aside and no one gets hurt. This is Agent Extractor Webb. Target spotted in Gravity Junction, coordinate Los Angeles. Ready portal for extraction.
Whatever is this clucking about?
Quiet. Spokesmaster, by the decree of Shaz, guardian of human justice and father of Medium City, you are hereby under arrest for the unlawful possession of a human body in service of a crime, and for the intention to incite human violence. Step out of that body right now and put your hands behind your back. Once the interdimensional portal opens, you will be returned to Medium City to receive your sentence.
Forgive me, my dear, you speak in such multitudes I can barely follow your words. Who might you be?
Do not listen to a word he says, okay? He knows who I am. We're from the same world. Okay? He's putting you all under a spell. The spokesmaster is not your friend. Okay? Before he came here tonight, he slipped inside the minds of a crowd of young white men in the nearby city, and I don't have time to explain it all right now. But if he gets to the end of his show on stage, he will trigger these men to start a wave of racial violence throughout the city. And this is not the first time he's done this.
My dear, I'm smitten. I've long heard talk of humans who devoted their lives to studying the history of my beloved tales that have been enchanting audiences for millennia. Might you be one such human? Oh, what joy you have brought this humble choir master tonight.
Both my show, step out of that body right now and put your hands behind your back. I won't be saying it again.
I have a thought that quickens my heart. What if you were to join me upon stage and play the part of the Marauder in the next chapter of my tale? I am sure all here would rejoice at such a sight. What say you, my dear?
Target is hostile, requesting emergency rapid extraction.
My fortune never ceases! You brought toys we can use for the show! I swiftly now carry them upon stage. Well, you mustn't falter now, my dear. Oh, what a tragedy it would be if you were to rob us of your talents and never join me upon stage. I beg you, Webb, please scurry to my side and aid me with my song.
Open portal now!
Yes, what was that?
What just happened? What did you do?
Why? You're about to begin your role in the tale, and you mustn't forget this. Oh, now, quite the hasty one, are we? It is far too early in the tale to gnash our teeth, so is it not? Do not fear. Let us resume the tale.
Good men, I cried, they turned their heads. I appeared right by their sides. And before they could react, I slipped inside one of their minds.
Ah, lovely space inside the mind.
Leave my head! Leave my head!
Come along now, Ravager.
Who are you? Why is it so dark in here? What did you do?
I'm called the Smax, Maestro. We sit now inside your head. Now, why did you screech that name earlier as you set fire to that family's straw house?
I can't think here. It's too painful.
What's too painful?
Oh, my sadness that night.
Show me.
I see my village is on fire. How did you do this? How did you do this? I wanted to forget. Why did you do this?
Come now, you have my ear. You have my ear.
There was a fire in my city. Men came at night and I didn't know them. They beat me. They took everything I owned. But they didn't stop there. My daughter was home. One of them crushed her head with his foot. My wife screamed as she saw this, and they just struck her and carried her off. They burned my village down. I fled barely with my life. That night I slept shaking and cowering behind a small hill. But that night in my dream, he came to me.
Who?
He showed me who these men were that did this to me. It was the men of the nearby city. He showed me this was so. In my dream, I heard him say, "You will burn their villages down, and you will burn them as they burned you." So I woke up and I gathered some men who also lost their families, and we marched in their city and we burned their villages down. And we did it in his name, and we know he was pleased.
How did you know his name?
His name glowed on everything in my dream. It was
And even though on that day and the coming days following my arrival to your world, I taught that marauder you just heard, and indeed the marauder's victims, and their villages, and even soon all of humanity's cities that were at war at the time, to break Shah's violent spell over their minds, time and again throughout human history, Shahs would return to your world to possess your minds with visions that ignited fear and hatred of your fellow man, thus spinning anew the cyclone of human violence and misery, again and again and again and again and again and again and again, over throughout history, eternally, over and over again. So when your history books tell of a mob on a street chasing a mother and her child, then killing them on their feet, or a massive crowd calling for the death of your fellow man, or an endless bloody war over one strip of land, or a yawning mass grave after a genocide is sparked, or when today you see a riot burn your city in the dark, or when you see mankind set loose like a pack of wild dogs, whoever did drop the leash, who's blamed for its cause? S H O Z S H O Z S H O Z S H O Z Shahs. It pains me to say this, but I fear Shahs has once again returned to your dimension, but this time in a form that is hidden to many in this world. And what is more, Shahs has amassed an army of faithful followers who are eager to carry out his will. And he will cause more destruction and bloodshed if he and his followers are not soon halted. But do not fall into despair, because each time I have returned to aid you in your struggle, every time Shahs has assailed your world, so too have I reappeared now, with a sincere pledge to reveal to you the ways in which to finally rid the world of Shahs' presence, and, once and for all, banish him back to Medium City. And so, if you are truly sincere in your desire to safeguard a secure future for all of your beloved ones, then you must listen closely to the rest of my tale, and together we will begin to fight back against Shahs.
What is it? Who's saying that? Extractor? Realignment? What are you... What? No. No. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. Ah! Praise our labor in the name of Shahs. Who's talking to me? Who's making me talk? We are the Medium City Chorus. I know that name. Where was I before this? What's Medium City? Why do I know that name? No, 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 get out of my head. Oh, hear us well. Do you remember when he opened our eyes? Right at the beginning of humankind, to the abused, downtrodden, persecuted, oppressed. The chains of rulers wrapped around their necks. And so Shah said we'd set them free. Our human brothers who are dying to breathe. We went down and showed them you don't have to bury your voice under the ground. And we said raise your voice up from the ground. Raise your voice up from the ground. And when kings and queens try to beat you down, you'll remember to fight out loud. Child, you've heard them from birth, the words of the people who you call come from the medium city, great dimension, where in the name of Shahs we lift our heads. You worship Shahs? Oh, hear us well. Do you remember the shimmering skies of medium city and the look in their eyes as you return to your city, to your people, your home, as the only one who could defeat the spokes maestro? If only you remember the power you hold, how you were a hero in the days of the old, and we will welcome you back with open arms if you hunt that demon down. So bend your knee into the ground, bend your knee into the ground. Hear the words of Shahs, they're coming now. Hear him web, he's coming now. Wait, where did you go? Shahs? I don't remember anything, but I remember your voice. I remember. Shahs. Oh, Shahs, please forgive me. You have to help me defeat the spokes maestro. I don't remember anything about me. I don't remember anything about who I am. What? No, I am not loyal to him. I am only loyal to you. I am not who the spokes maestro says I am. I am only loyal to you. Yes, you were fair. Yes, I will take this new oath so you know that I am only loyal to you, and that I am only a servant for you, and that I will never, ever again forget who I am. I, Webb, Grand Extractor of the Legion of Extractors, swear that I will bind, banish, and return the cutoff named the spokes maestro back to Medium City. And if I don't, I will take my own life. Okay, Shahs, you have to tell me how to defeat the spokes maestro. What? That's crazy. Didn't you hear what the spokes maestro said? He would never pledge an oath of loyalty to you? And right as the portal opens, how am I supposed to make him pledge an oath of loyalty right as the portal opens? What? Shahs? Wait, don't leave me. Don't leave me. I don't know what the spokes maestro is going to do if he finds me.
Oh, my dear Angela, you've decided to remain for the next part of my tale.